Hey, how are you doing? Why did I want to make a vlog today? Why did I do it? Oh, you know what? I think I wanted to document that I actually made myself look good because I'm going to tell you something. I have been on quindiapine. I'm going to say it wrong. I call it quindiapine, but people say quindiapine or whatever. Generic Seroquel. Since Salem's been off the boob, well, for a lack of better saying, that was in June. So at the end of June, I started getting on meds again because I was going crazy. I was starting to get really aggravated and things like that. So I got on this one and I was surprised that I liked it. It's pretty okay. The only problem is it causes you to gain weight. And I was already kind of like battling after baby weight. I lost 60 pounds, then I gained 30 back in like a matter of 9 weeks. It was really crazy. So I started seeing a dietitian. Well, I saw a nutritionist first at the student health center at school, and I wrote on the paperwork that I'm on meds that caused me to gain weight, and she didn't really know what I was talking about. So I didn't feel the need to go back and see her again. Because I need someone who understands, you know, what meds do to the body, you know. And then she was telling, like, I eat a lot of, fruit and veggie bars or meal replacement bars on days, or, you know, when I'm on the go and stuff. And she's like, oh, I don't believe in that either. And I was like, well, that's not going to mesh with me. So, I remembered that there was at the student health center, not the student Reed's gym at the student something center over there, they have a nutritionist. At the student health center, they have a dietitian. And so I saw a dietitian, and she was like super familiar with my meds. She was just very knowledgeable about everything, and I was like, yes, this is great. This is exactly what I need. And so it was awesome. So I have to see her twice a month, and I don't know, and she told me I need to go to the gym 5 days a week. My doctor told me 3 days a week. Now I have to go 5 days a week because she works with my doctor. They work in the same building, so they, whatever. They're talking about putting me on metformin, which is an insulin-resistant drug or an insulin manager. And then they're talking about putting me on a sprinkle of Wellbutrin so I can wake up and not feel tired all day. Okay, so here's the situation. I set 13 alarms a day. 6 on my phone, 6 on my tablet, and my old school alarm clock, you know, the digital kind that you plug into the wall. Okay, that one goes off at 6 a.m. if I haven't already woken up. I start setting my alarms at 4 so that I can be up by 5 something to take a shower and do some house chores and wake up and drink coffee or whatever. 13 alarms. I used to do one alarm and snooze 1 to 3 times, and I loved that snooze part. I was like, oh, I love snoozing 3 times. I snooze like, I don't know how I do this, but I wake up and I have like puzzles. I have like things and that are supposed to help me like wake up to do these alarms, and I'm turning them off somehow. And I don't know how I'm doing it. And they are going off. Literally, I have them set sometimes back to back, so they're going off every 2 to 3 minutes for hours. And so I don't know how. So I told him, let's just think about putting me on the Wellbutrin for a minute because I wanted to think about it. But, dude, I really need to be on the Wellbutrin if it's going to help me wake up. And where I'm gaining weight is in my stomach, which is awful. I look like, I'm going to the gym 5 days a week and I look like I'm 9 months pregnant, so it's got to stop, right? So I could have abdominal displacement, which is a thing, which is kind of not able to be corrected unless you wear braces. That's up for controversy too. You can wear braces and you can prove it, or you can learn from a specialist and learn without a brace, and some people believe in them and some people don't. So, you know, it's whatever. But, I mean, I'm like decided to be cute today because this is what I do. I wear junky clothes I have to go to the gym every day, so I don't even try to look cute anymore because what? I'm just going to sweat and I'm just going to get ugly. And there's like nobody interested in this anyway, so why should I care? And probably nobody's interested because I don't even try anymore to look cute. So today I thought I'd look cute for my one haircut today. whatevs. I'm not trying to look cute for him. I'm trying to look good for my job, you know. And yeah, so I mean, my butt is looking pretty good these days. What, basketball hoop? Get out of there. So it's all like nice and lifted. What do I got in my pocket? My double butt's gone. You know, like I mean, the double butt. Double butt. Double butt. That is gone. Looking pretty good. However, this is not good. This needs to go away. And I wish I could stop being an extra large and be cute. I don't look like a bowling ball on stilts. Well, I will never. I got too big of hips. But anyways, for real though. Oh, I had a debate tournament on Sunday and I got second place, which is bad because I went to Salt Lake and stayed with my friend Adam all weekend and had like an adult, like, you know, we're adults. We don't, you know, there's no funny business that happened. It's just two friends. Like, Adam's been my friend on Facebook for 3 years today, which is really weird that that happened after this weekend. But I feel like we've been friends a lot longer than that. Like, I'm thinking near close to 4 or 5 years. Because when I saw him at Liquid Joe's for LA Guns, he said something like about 3 years, and I'm like, oh, okay. So yeah, that was like 2 years ago. So I'm thinking 5 years. I don't know. Anyways, cool guy. He plays the drums. He's pretty much awesome. He has a tantrum on the road. I was watching him drive, and he was like getting so mad at people. I get mad at people too, but man, he takes the cake. Also, he's a drummer. Did I say drummer already? He's a drummer. Various bands all the time, and he is a massage therapist. Anyways, cool. We just hung out. We watched movies together, and he works at B-Dubs too, so I went over there and hung out for a minute while he got off work. So it's just fun, you know, like, pretty glad that he's my friend. Also, oh, he's cute too. That doesn't hurt. I mean, you know, it's not a bad thing. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. I mean, he's always been cute. I mean, ever since I've known him, he's always been cute. It's not like it's not like new information, okay? Don't judge me, people. And then I got out of the concert, had to wait for my phone to charge because it only had 3%. So I had to get back to his house to get the rest of my stuff, like food and stuff, on 3% battery. So I plugged it into my computer and just kept pressing the Windows button so it wouldn't turn off the screen, and it charged it even up to 4% with the GPS on sound only. I turned off the screen. So I made it. That was amazing. So I charged it at his house and then I left. He's got lizards too. Except my lizard died this weekend. Before this weekend. So now I don't have any more lizards. I'm really sad about it too because Levi, he was pretty much the best pet ever. He was low maintenance. He was cool. He had, I mean, he didn't want to be touched, but he was getting older. You know, he just wanted to lay around and veg all day, and I guess he died vegging, so I don't know. I was sad about it, but this, I mean, you know, it just felt like, it felt right. Usually when my pets die, I get like hysterical, like super hysterical bawling, and it's really bad. My first fish that died, if I think about it, I'll start crying. But this, it just felt like it was time. He was getting old. He had cataracts in his eyes. The herpetologist said he was really old. She said for his type of species, which was Chinese water dragon. It's 2 feet long, beautiful lizard. And I gotta get rid of his monster cage now, which, let me tell you how big it is. Unless someone's got a 2-foot lizard they want to give me. Whoa, 6x4 by 3, I want to say. Maybe 6x4 by 2. Could be 6x5 by 2. I don't know. I say 4. Okay, so what else? What else? School's pretty rough. School's always pretty rough. Someone's at my door. Get away from my door, people. I got a piano. I got a new couch. I got a TV downstairs. I got all gifts for my parents, which is nice. Because they got rid of the Vegas house and now it's just, they're moving into a huge house. They gave me a tour and I thought they were downsizing. They're not downsizing. It's huge. Huge. And that was sad. I won't do that again. Oh, and you guys, I had some people take interest of my, vegan Alfredo sauce. So, give me just a second. Okay, sorry. I was eating some delicious spaghetti squash with vegan Alfredo. Okay, I'm lactose intolerant because I was vegan for so long that I lost the ability to process meat. And so, although I do a plant-based diet now, I'm afraid that I'll lose the ability to process meat. So I eat meat not very consistently, but enough to not lose the enzymes in case there is like an apocalypse or a shortage, and I do have to rely on dairy and meat in any occasion, and I don't want to have to be sick. Because I did lose the ability to process dairy. That's just what happens. Okay, so I took the spaghetti squash, and it was only, it wasn't a very big one. It was about the size of a football. Okay, that's pretty big. It was smaller than a football. And I cut it fat ways, so short ways, so that you had two pretty round halves, like cantaloupe bowls, instead of long ways. Put it in the oven for, let's see, 460 degrees, pretty hot, for about 50 to an hour in a little bread, like a bread pan, like a glass one. If you cut it short ways, then you get longer noodles. So people think it's the long ways and you get those crappy short noodles. No, don't do that. Cut them the short way, and then you have two bowls basically. Put it in the oven, seriously, for an hour. My small one took an hour. I think actually I took it out a little too early, which was okay. I don't like, people say that you should put them in water, water bath with your spaghetti squash. Then you end up getting these really watery noodles. And when you put something like tomato sauce on them, then it just is just extra watery, not much flavor. It's gross. So don't do that. It's gross. So just roast it on high temperature for like an hour. And then once you shred the, get this fork and you get the shreds, they're way more hearty and delicious. They taste good, and because you sprinkle it, or you put some olive oil on it. I use avocado oil. Brush it on there, and then salt and pepper. It may help, it may not help melt, and it's gonna get it like caramelized. It's gonna get a little burnt and a little browned, but that's good. And then take it out of the oven, let it cool. Take the shreds out, and I saw this recipe on Chocolate Covered Katie for gosh, she has the best stuff. Like, oh my gosh, can I just say how much I love her cookie dip? I think that's her that does it. Oh my gosh, she's such a wizard. Okay, so she had said to pair it with her 5-minute, hold on, let me look for this. Okay, so it's a vegan cheese sauce, no cashews, no whatever. So that claims it's 5 minutes. It took me a little bit longer, and I mean, I'm gonna tell you, this kind of been sitting out for a minute, but this is my spaghetti squash with my Alfredo sauce. So good. Sorry, I totally had to eat that. Okay, so it's vegan sauce, and you can put it over broccoli, quinoa, rice. But it's really good over these spaghetti noodles. And you can do pasta, regular pasta. It's really good. Like shells or elbow mac. Just telling you what she suggests. Chocolate Covered Katie. Okay, here we go. So, Chocolate Covered Katie. You take 1 cup of cooked white beans. I did garbanzo beans because I make cookie dip with garbanzo beans. So good. It's so good. Okay, 1 cup. Half cup of milk. Of your choice. If you're vegan, obviously you're gonna do a vegan milk. I don't know. I did unsweetened almond. 1 cup of cheese, vegan cheese shreds, or 5 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. I have tons of nutritional yeast on hand, so I did 5 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. I did ½ teaspoon of salt, although I would do less next time. I did 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, although I might do more next time. And it says, Chocolate Covered Katie says, if you are using nutritional yeast, add ½ teaspoon of white or apple cider vinegar. So I did. And then it said, optional to use 2 teaspoons of buttery spread or olive oil. And I did. And then I did a pinch of turmeric, as she suggested. But you could do turmeric, thyme, rosemary, or whatever. Rinse the beans. Blend everything else together. In a blender with a hand blender, she says. Transfer to a pot. And then add the cheese. So if you're using the cheese shreds like Daya or Soya, then you would put it in the pot. You wouldn't blend it. And then heat on low until a temperature is reached, or until the cheese shreds are melted. And you can add more milk to make it thinner, which I might do, or I might double it next time because you use a lot in your pasta, you know, because you want it to be, like, you want to taste it, you know, so you end up using a lot, so doubling the recipe would not be a bad thing. So, yeah, so super good. What else? I think that's it. Cut my finger open yesterday. That was awesome. On the spaghetti squash. Alright, I guess I better go. I have a friend in dire need of my attention. So bye!